Good day, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. My name is Sheepdog24, and let's get into this one then. So we're back on Wreckfest, and it is time to use this beast of a car that, of course, we got in the last episode. I recommend you do check that one out before you continue this one. But in short, we did a few random events, as well as also using the predecessor, the Roadslayer. And we were able to eventually win the event. It was a bit of a tricky one, but eventually we won the event, and we got the Roadslayer GT, which is the car you see before you now. So yeah, the plan is today is that we're going to use this truck. I was about to say this truck. I just finished playing SnowRunner um, in a session for a video on the channel as well that you'll probably have seen before this one. But if you're following everything on the channel, but anyway, the Roadslayer GT, we're going to test it out today. And first off, we're going to customize it though, and do its upgrades, of course. So I mean, we could do some upgrades, but we could also just leave it standard. Um, Depends. I feel like we probably won't be buying any more cars because we're going to win another car as well. Unless we are required to use a European or Japanese tier A car. Otherwise, I feel like we basically have our roster sorted. So we may as well splash the cash, I think. Um, but I'll have a check through as well, and I'll let you know what I bought in the end. Okay, so I've upgraded the car a little bit, and basically I just bought all of the stuff that was like 1,000 and under for the race parts. Um, I am gonna save some money still for if we want to buy other cars and things like that. Because yeah, I could spend 2,500 and make this car like max level, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm like yeah. I don't know. It feels like it's too expensive to do all of that, and yeah, it doesn't really matter too much on like the performance. I want the cars to be fast, but I don't really care because the AI scale to you, so it doesn't really matter how fast your car is. At least in single player. I don't know about multiplayer. Um, but yeah, you can see all the stuff that I changed there. I didn't change anything on the armor because the car is really good, like acceleration, speed, cornering, but it also has pretty decent strength for like a car with those kind of stats. So I didn't. I thought you could ruin it a little bit by adding some more acceleration and cornering and getting rid of some strength, but I thought it's kind of like in a good spot already. And then with the visuals. I changed some of this stuff. I wanted these four exhausts either side. They look way cooler, especially with like a flamed livery. We might probably won't stick with this livery exactly, but if there's another livery that's like got flames on it, then yeah, we'll definitely switch to that. We got the middle scoop. I thought about this scoop as well, the dual scoop, but I feel like the middle one feels a bit more classic American sort of car. Again, a few DuckTales, but didn't go for any of them. Didn't go for any of these as well. So yeah, that sums up for the visual upgrades. Now time to add a paint livery to it. Okay, so here is the bit of the wackier livery. We went for style 1. Some other options were like this one, but the thing is that it has like these flames, but you can't change the color of them. They just have to say black, which I didn't really like. Um, and these are, yeah, other stuff. But I feel like this one quite simple, almost my number, almost with one digit off. Um, and then yeah, like I said, I wanted some flames. There wasn't really any other options with that did flames, so we had to. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, oh no, it's got rid of my colors, but it's not. I just had to press toggle custom livery colors, and it fixed it. Um, so yeah, we have to kind of deal with the skulls. I don't mind them, but I wish it was just pure flames. And then bodywork color, I played around with some other colors once I'd done the livery color, but just black just worked really well here. And then you can see the hex colors. So I've got all the, hue, saturation, brightness colors, slider, digit things here. I went for a dark blue for the base, a lighter blue for how it transitions from the dark to the light blue, and then a pop kind of bright green to bring out the accents of the ends of the flames and the front of the car as well. So yeah, that is the livery done and dusted. Save paint changes, yes. We're gonna hope that the livery stays. But as usual, sometimes it just randomly doesn't want to apply the color of the livery that I've changed it to. So yeah, we'll have to see on that front. But anyway, into the World Masters series, and this sort of these the next two episodes are going to be basically the two parts of this race event, the Lords of Chaos 6 race events. It's an American series, and you have to be an A class, so that's why we got the Roadslayer GT, and it's demolition racing. There's 6 events, and once we finish this, it should tie us over into the 2,000 point events. Yeah, we'll have to see how we go with that though, and kind of calculate and do the maths then and there, to figure out how many points we need to finish the championship. But today's focus is on the Lords of Chaos. So we're going to start off at the Big Valley Speedway figure of eight. It's 12 laps, a grid size of 24, single heat session. We're going to be doing 732 track length and 100% tarmac for the Big Valley Speedway. We have to wreck at least one opponent and cause at least 1,000 damage for the bonus targets. In today's episode, we're going to do the first 3 events. In the next episode, we're going to do the last 3 events. And as we can see, we're actually against some incredibly good competition. In fact, we are far and below the worst rated car. So I think I might actually do some of those upgrades, I guess, just to make it a bit more fair for me, because I am way off the pace here. Fuel system, I think, was the most expensive one. There we go. So that would give us a big bump up. Valves. There you go, a big bump up there as well. Camshaft. 293. Yeah, there you go. I feel like that's good enough. That's kind of in the pack now a little bit. Even still, we're quite low rated compared to everyone else, but it should make for some fun. It should make for a fun event still. So we're gonna stick at 293. And yeah, I guess they don't scale for this event. I thought they did for all events, but for this one, it's they're not scaled. So anyway, though, we're gonna have some fun around the Big Valley Speedway figure of eight, and yeah, let's head on over to it. Here we are then, Big Valley Speedway. I can't see myself in the pack there, but I must be somewhere near the middle. Actually, I think I can see myself now with the bright green front end. It looks like the livery has saved its changes, so that is good for us. We want our tune to be on stiff, because we're on a track. Gear ratio, I think we'll stick it in the middle for this overall. Or not overall, like figure of eight. Differential, I am happy with that being as it is, and brake balance like that as well. Again, with all new cars, we'll have to test it out a little bit before we fully know what tune we should do for the car. But we're gonna head in for our first event in this car. Lights are underway and out. and we're going to try and send it down the inside of everyone down here. Definitely feeling the effects of us not being necessarily the fastest car, but we are a human AI, so we can have some of the better lines. There we go, as we're going to send it into second position. First is just up ahead, and of course, because there is 12 laps of this figure of 8, that means plenty of carnage and plenty of ways that people can slam into us and cause a bunch of damage when we make the crossing through here. As you can see, already a pack that's kind of left behind a little bit, gaining a little bit on Zero Hero here, but he's kind of, yeah, he's kind of just there, and I'm not quite able to reach him. But he's been slammed out the way by some back markers. We got some more back markers over here. As I'm going to get hit by Very Bad Boy. What a name. We're going to use Bandit. Oh, okay, we're going to use Bandit, I was going to say, as a shield, but unfortunately, Very Bad Boy has crashed. Actually, he's still with us somewhere. Oh, okay, that's not the racing line. There's Very Bad Boy. Okay, he's crashed out. Oh my god, there's the Damned. And into the fourth lap we go. We're in first position. 3.6 ahead of Smokey. And we're going to make the crossing again just fine. But quite an exciting, action-packed first few laps. We'll have to see how it progresses on forward. But making the crossing again, that was a little bit closer than before. And we got, again, some more back markers just ahead of us that could very easily slow us down, or they can just crash into the wall. Either way, good for me. And yeah, Smokey's still here after lap 5. Okay, on to lap 10 then. We almost got taken out ourselves there. Yeah, it's been fairly easy. Smokey was really catching us, but then he crashed out, so yeah, now we're down to 3 people, one of which is 3 minutes behind, and the other is 44 seconds behind us. And there you go, you can see Damned there, and Slingshot, who's just ahead of us around this corner. There he is. So yeah, the competition has been pretty easy. Oh, okay, I say that as I slam into the wall there and lose a wheel. So now we're gonna have to try and limp home. But I feel like Slingshot also only has 3 wheels, so that's not the end of the world. I was about to say before I lost my wheel that this car is really hard. Not really hard, but it's quite heavy. It doesn't really like to turn too much, so that's something that we'll potentially need to fix with the tune to increase our cornering a little bit. Oh my god. But we are going to limp home in first. Okay. Because Slingshot is just going to basically be unlapping himself. As, oh, I can't turn. And yeah, he's quite weak, but we're going to come across the line here to take first position in the first race and then slam straight into a wall at the end. Where was Smokey in? Okay, so Smokey wasn't actually in a faster car than us. It felt like he was because he was catching me quite well, but I guess my lines or something were a bit off. In fact, everyone that was in a really good car was near the back, so I guess they kind of crashed out quite quickly. But yeah, I guess we'll see what we get. So we get some more credits. We get some front wheels to bring us up to 6999. Nice, good number. We're going to get some XP as well, almost up to level 37, but again, for a few episodes now, XP has meant nothing to us because we have all of the parts and all the cars, at least that you can get through XP, unlocked. So yeah, we have no need for XP, but it's still nice to level up. So yeah, nearly at level 37, And yeah, let's see what the next race is. Okay, so next event is the Hilltop Stadium Oval, a track length of 897 yards. A surface is 100% tarmac, 12 laps, a grid size of 24 in a single heat session. And again, the bonus targets are to cause at least 1,000 damage and crash out at least 3 opponents. Um, well, I feel like this will be one that we would definitely want to change our tune to be more straight line speed focused, obviously. But other than that, I'm hoping that it should be quite an easy one and that we can dispatch of the field quite quickly. But then again, in this kind of smaller overall, um, the AI is quite good at bunching up and then crashing into each other. So it could there could be a time where we get caught up in some traffic a little bit and then get overtaken and can't fight back because these guys have much better cars than us. So yeah, we'll have to see how things go around the Hilltop Stadium oval track. Here we are then, the Hilltop Stadium oval track is ready and laid out in front of us. Bit of weird conditions, I'd say. It looks kind of sunsetty, but also some storm clouds on the horizon. And yeah, definitely need to change the tune. And there's quite a few fast cars ahead of us, so hopefully we'll be able to get in front of them. But suspension on stiff is fine. Gear ratio on long. Differential. Let me just read up on it again to remind myself. I think I'm going to go more towards open then, only slightly. We'll see how things go with it. But locked sounds like what we're you know the issue is that we have too much grip, and then we can't it's not very good to handle. So differential like this should be good. But anyway, let's go over to the track and see how we go. Lining up in 13th as usual in these 24 sessioned events. We're going to try and go to the outside. Texas Hound slams into us though, and up into 12th. A massive amount of carnage here though. It's like oh my god, it's like a Daytona race or something like that. As we're going to send it around the outside of some of these guys though, and head up into 6th. Going to use the damned a little bit as a brake, and off the first lap we are up into 4th position. A few people fighting ahead as we're slammed into and almost get pit maneuvered round. Up into 4th position though, but the leaders are a little bit far ahead, so gonna have to do some work to catch up to them, or as they're doing right now, we're gonna need them to fight a lot more and slow each other down, as there's already a guy that is crashed out. There's quite a few guys that have crashed out. We're gonna have to thread the needle a little bit and find our way through up into 2nd position. Avoid some of these wrecked cars already, and yeah, Zero Hero in front of us. The guy in front, he's gonna slam into this guy though. That's gonna leave the door wide open for us to get into 1st position. And oh god, more people all over the road. Oh my god, I can't quite get through. Zero Hero is going to get through, but I think he's lost the wheel. So he's going to push us to the outside. He's going to try his best to stop us, but we are not going to stop for anyone. In fact, Zero Hero crashed into the wall again and leaves himself behind. As we head on to lap 5 now, Sledgehammer in front of us with being a lapped car. We're going to just shunt him out of the way and thread the needle through here. This is definitely going to be quite the tricky place to get through each lap, because yeah, we're gonna have to avoid all the traffic, which is easier said than done. Oh god, okay, bit of a rough one there, but we were able to get through fairly unscathed. Flying around this corner again, need to thread the needle a little bit here and just go slow and find our way through, as we're on lap 6. We're quite a ways ahead, and yeah, we'll see how we can navigate the this traffic jam up ahead here, as flying around, do our best lap I think that was, but yeah, I had to thread the needle a little bit. It's become a bit easier to get through there, but yeah, how the mighty have fallen. Zero Hero over here, in third position, and now being lapped by us as the Damned is somewhere out there. He's the next closest, as there's only 3 of us left. So, oh, there is the Damned as we overtake him. Okay. Um, so yeah, doing alright for ourselves at the moment. And I have a feeling that by the end of this race, we'll be the only ones left alive. Okay. Big hit. I've been slammed around and I've lost a wheel. So we're down to just the one wheel at the front. That is going to allow the Dam to catch up to us because there is 10 laps left. So I've got to really hope that either he crashes out or I'm able to get around. But again, it's the wrong wheel that we've lost because now I just really can't turn that well. Oh, the Damned is dead. Okay, the Damned is dead. That's good for us. So we can basically just limp home then. It was, a fairly decent race. We were just basically out in front the entire time and then just slammed into a wrecked car like usual, and that was that. So yeah, now we just got to limp to the finish line. Only one more lap to go here, as we can see the exposed engine. Looks like a maybe V8 or something. As okay, let's not destroy ourselves before we cross the line. I get that it doesn't really matter now because we're in first and there's no one else left alive, so we'll definitely finish first. But I'd like to cross the line in this car and finish the second event out of the 3 that we're doing today. And there we go, just about coming up to the line now. And that is us done. Finished first again. A bit of an easy one once we got into first, but there was quite a lot of carnage at the start, and some throughout as well, as you saw. Me losing my front wheel and a few others crashing into me and stuff like that. So it wasn't without its hardships, but we did get the victory. And now we get some extra money, 2,240 credits. Let's bring us up to 9,239. Get a new front bumper for the Speed Demon. Probably won't use it still. And some more XP to get to level 37. Again, we don't get anything for being level 37, so yeah, on towards level 38, I guess. And yeah, kind of a shame that we've run out of stuff at the end, but um, yeah, still enjoying this car though. This is a pretty nice car to drive. Haven't really been on a track like maybe the Espadalen Raceway or something like that, or circuit, so that we can really test it out. But so far on the oval track and the figure of 8 track, it's been pretty good going. So yeah, let's see the final event of today's episode though. And the final event is the Big Valley Speedway inner oval. So quite a short one again to end it on. Track length of 615 yards, 100% tarmac for the surface. We have 12 laps, a grid size of 24, and a single heat session. We have to cause at least 1,000 damage and wreck at least one opponent to get the bonus targets. Probably won't be able to do those. In the standings, it's double wins for us. So Very Bad Boy is the guy in second. Slingshot and Buzzsaw close behind. The rest a little bit further adrift. So like usual with these championships, once you get a few wins under your belt, you can kind of just keep on going and win the championship quite easily. But the more wins that we get, the less work we have to do in our overall championship. So I do still want to keep on winning, of course. As yeah, let's go in for the final race though, around the Big Valley Speedway inner oval, at least for this episode, of course. Here we are then for the inner oval around the Big Valley Speedway. Um, if it's anything like the outer oval, because I haven't really I don't really remember doing many events on the inner overall, but if it's anything like the outer overall, as we've seen in previous episodes, then we could be in for a really, really, really fun race. But we'll have to see how the inner overall stacks up compared to that. I feel like the tune was pretty good in the last event, and again we're on another overall, so I feel like it should be good in here as well. So let's just head on over to the track in the P13 as usual. Down on the inside, we're underway. Hopefully, you're going to be able to send it down the inside of a few of these guys. We do get in front of a few of them, ahead of Slam Master up into 7th position. Copperhead chucking quite a few of them out wide. Pepper and Very Bad Boy in front of us. Copperhead slamming into us as well. 3 wide through here. We're going to crash out that guy though. Massive crash for him as we head into 3rd position. Zero Hero is the man in front that we're looking to beat, as we're going to just overtake Pepper quite easily unless she comes back at us. No, not quite, almost came back at us, but wasn't quite able to reach us. So we're going to send it on Zero Hero, slam him out the way, and kind of compromise my line a little bit. So that's going to potentially allow Pepper in, as there's Texas Hound is going to start to lap a few of these guys already. Rancid Kitty over there. Oh, Big Papa's there as well. Need to try and avoid them all and make sure we don't take too much damage scything through the field, and time loss as well, of course, as we are going to send it on Big Papa though and just spin him, not spin him out, but send him out wide a little bit. Slingshot here as well, and Slim Reaper, the man behind us, he is a little bit far behind, in 2 seconds behind us, as we've got Steamroll over here. We need to steamroll into them, but just about avoid them as we head on towards lap 6, about halfway through this event. The Sheriff is out here, hopefully making sure that we're all acting on our best behaviour as we're going to overtake him. He's going to okay, he's not going to re-overtake us, he's just going to slam straight into us and cause a bit of damage to us for some reason. Must have some vendetta against us or a bounty on us or something. As, okay, more crashing behind. Overtaking Sledgehammer now. Zero Hero the man now in 2nd. So we'll see if he will be able to catch up to us towards the end. Anything can happen, of course. As now onto lap 8. Still fairly fair ways in front of the rest of the pack, but again, it can all change very quickly. One mistake, one slamming out wide, one loss of the tyre, and that is it for us. There is quite a bit of traffic ahead. Slim Reaper's there, had to avoid him, but was able to do so without a scratch, just slowed down quite a bit. But I think Zero Hero has been slowed down. Zero Hero has been crashed out, in fact, so now it's Pepper who is the person in 2nd, 10 seconds behind us though, so they're going to have to do a massive job to be able to catch up to us. As we're going to try and send it on Dead Fred potentially, or at least just stick with him. A few others ahead, as who is ahead? It's Big Papa, once again going to overtake him. Kind of punches me out wide a little bit, and then we're going to slam into the dead corpse there. Big Papa again, side swiping across us, so I wish he would make his mind up on where he wants to go. On to the last lap, we are way ahead of Pepper. Buzzsaw is right there with us. We're going to slam into him a little bit, send it on him then into the last corner. He's going to try and spin us around, but we have more strength, and we're going to cross the line, slam straight into these guys, and get the pretty easy victory. Again, like usual, it was a little bit hard catching through the field, but eventually we were able to do it. Got the fastest lap by quite some margin as well. Yeah, another successful event to finish off this episode. We're going to get another 2020 credits, a full cuts fender for the Roadslayer GT, which fine, I guess. Probably won't use it, but fine. Oh, and I skipped the XP. Well, you don't really get to see much XP anyway, do you? Because again, nothing is there for us. I didn't mean to skip it, but there you go, I accidentally did. And next time out, we have the Hilltop Stadium figure of eight. But as I said, that is going to be next time out. So, if you did enjoy today's episode in the Roadslayer GT, overall a really good car. Really did quite enjoy it. So glad that we got some good mileage out of it. But if you did enjoy the episode, be sure to go ahead and hit the like button. Comment anything you enjoyed below. Subscribe if you enjoy my content. Give me some constructive criticism as well down below. But until the next video, guys, this has been Chief Dog 74, and I'll see you guys in the next one.